Hi, my name is Lori Johnson, and I am creating this video as the beginning of something that I hope will be really helpful to those of you who have either had a pregnancy loss or an infant death, which is the most excruciating, painful event that anyone can ever live through. I have lived through it. Many, many, many years ago, I lost my infant son, whose name was Robert William Johnson. The day that I went into the hospital to have that baby and all of the excitement that goes along with expecting a child and where there's no evidence of complications, you just go in with full of excitement and full of anticipation of all the things that are to come. The woman who walked into that hospital that day with those anticipations was not the same person who walked out of that hospital. For many, many years, I kept this story hidden in the deepest parts of my heart. It was my shadow. I didn't speak about my loss. I didn't talk about it. I didn't share it. I just pushed it further and further down into the recesses of my heart. It was the oddest thing coming up to the 34th anniversary of his death and his birthday. This summer, I had a tap on my shoulder, a whisper, whatever you want to call it, that I needed to write my story. I literally heard the whisper, write your story, write your story. And I knew immediately which story it was I needed to write. So I embarked on writing my book, which is right here. It's called Until Next Time. And I do believe that it was written through me. It wasn't something that I really created. It was words that just came onto the paper from something outside of myself. And the whole goal was to be able to, first of all, free myself of the pain that I still obviously was holding on to and burying very deep, and illuminate light on this silent, painful experience in life that so many families and women go through. I also wanted to illuminate onto these experiences the contradictions of what's happening inside of a woman's body when she has a pregnancy loss or an infant loss. Her body has been preparing to look after a baby, to have this miracle body of ours, this creative vessel gets us ready to have this baby. And then all of a sudden, we have empty arms. We don't have the baby, yet our body is telling us we should have a child to look after. And it's just an excruciating contradiction of what's going on inside of a woman's body to what's happening in her reality around her. I'm going to read the dedication of my book, and then I'll just talk a few more minutes about what my intentions are post-book, and I hope that you will be happy with this. I dedicate this book to my son, Robert William Johnson, who was born an angel. Robbie was born on July 10th in 1990. Robbie was loved as much in the brief moments of life as he would have been if he had lived to be 100 years old. We loved the little boy who grew inside me, and we could not wait to meet him. While he was in utero, we began to learn his personality, likes and dislikes, sleep habits, wake times, exercise routines, and so many other things. We anticipated the arrival of this little boy and could not wait to watch him live his life and become the person he was meant to be. I dedicate this book to my first husband and Robbie's dad, Stephen Reed Johnson. Reed passed away on September 15th in 2018. He's in heaven with our son, which is the most comforting thought. I most importantly dedicate this book to all the parents who have experienced the death of a baby. To love a child you never got to know or only knew for a very short time in this reality is a profound experience that is still misunderstood. I truly hope this book can illuminate the deep loss and contradictory emotions of a loss like no other. After I wrote the book, I thought, now what do I do? I hope the book can help people, but possibly they might be looking for something more. So I decided, how can I do this going forward? I thought, well, I could maybe design some courses. I am a teacher, but it just didn't resonate with me because I remember being in the deep throes of such incredible grief. And it would often hit in the middle of the night when there's really no one to talk to. You're not going to wake up your partner if you have a partner, or call your mother in the middle of the night, or a best friend. So you just wait for the morning hours to appear. So creating a course that someone has to get up in the morning, search for on the internet, and then sign up, that has a start date in 2 weeks, just didn't seem like it was what was going to support women who are in those very deep throes of grief. So all of a sudden, I'm out walking my dog, and once again, as I'm enjoying the beauty of the bush and the quiet, I was inspired, excuse me, inspired again, and it was to create an app that women or families can access instantly 24/7 whenever they need support. One of the things that helped us the most was finding a very informal support group that we were actually able to go and speak with other parents who had similar losses and find out that we weren't crazy and that we were not alone in this journey. In today's world, all these years later, we have access at our fingertips for the opportunity to be part of communities and groups. And I just thought, this is going to be a big learning curve for me, but I am going to figure out how to do this because it was extremely important to this next step after the book. So I hope that you will enjoy what the app has to offer you. I also have a website that I will put up and let you know where you can find the book. And I just really hope that this helps. All I want to do is help people get to the other side and find love, hope, forgiveness, peace, and be able to embrace the future and move through the grief and never forget, only embrace the memories, not only embrace the memories and be able to live your life fully once again after something that is just so heart crunching. It is. I don't know how else to describe it. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.